Hello guys. Now this is our second lecture of Python programming. So in previous lecture we have discussed how to install softwares to execute Python program and how to implement and execute the first Python program to display the hello world message. Now we are going to discuss how to execute Python programs using web-based applications available on the internet. So let us start with the very first application. Just go to the Google homepage, type the online Python interpreter. You'll get the various online Python interpreters available on the internet. So here we are going to use online GDB. It's an online Python interpreter. Basically, C++, these are the compiler supported languages, and this Python is interpreter supported language. What is the difference between compiler and interpreter? That we'll discuss later. So basically, the compiler compiles entire code at a time, and in interpreter, the line by line code will get interpreted. So this is the difference that we will discuss in detail in next lectures. So here, so the previous program that was hello world message that we have done on that Anaconda software. So the same program we are executing here on this online Python interpreter. Let me show you whether it will work or not. Yeah. So this is our program to display hello world message. So once we've done with our code, we have to just execute this code. Click on this run button, and here in this console window we will get the output. So if you are not having laptop or desktop, and if you are doing your Python programs on your mobile or iPad, then you can use such type of online or web-based Python interpreters on which you can easily execute your Python programs. So this was the very first program that we have done on both window-based and web-based applications. Now we are going to discuss the next program in the Python. So in this program, we are going to perform the addition of two numbers. So these two numbers we will take manually while writing the program. So to store these two numbers, we require two variables. Now what is meant by variable? Variable is basically nothing but the storage location in which we are going to store some constants. Constants are of multiple types, like integer constant is there, float, string, complex, and long integer. So here we are using integer constants. Now what is meant by integer constants? Let me show you. Suppose this is 10. So this is one of the example of integer constant. 202. It is again one of the integer constant. 25.6, it is one of the example of float constants which contains a decimal point. Suppose here if I am writing hello in double quote, it is a string constant. Okay, so these are nothing but the various types of constants that we can use in Python program. So to store such type of constants, we require one memory location. Suppose here one variable is there, that is a, and this is the assignment operator in Python language. So if I am going to assign 10 to a variable, it means a variable memory location holds 10 integer constants. This is integer variable initialization. A is equal to 10. So likewise, I am taking the second variable, that is b is equal to 20. Then on next line, if I want to perform the addition of a and b, that is the variables that we have taken in first two lines. So if I want to perform their addition, then I can write one arithmetic expression, that is a plus b. Now if we calculate this arithmetic expression, we will get one integer constant, and to store that integer constant, again we require one more memory location, and here I have taken that location with name c. So what is my final arithmetic expression? C is equal to a plus b. So what it will do, it will first of all perform the addition of a and b variables, which contains 10 and 20 integer constants respectively. So after calculating the addition of a and b, that is 10 and 20, we are going to assign the final result, final calculated result, to the memory location C or to variable C with the help of this assignment operator. Now after that, if you this addition that we have done in our in our memory, but we have to display this result to the end user, and we know to display anything in Python there is one of the built-in function, and that function is nothing but print. So here I can use this print function, but before that I want to show you which output I want to see in my console window. So that I am going to write. Then write the name of the variable whose value we want to print, a. Then again assign one comma, because after that 10 again there is a fixed part, that is and b is equal to. Again this fixed part we have to write in double quote. So write and b is equal to. So after this substring, again there is a variable part, that is 20. Again this 20 is stored in b variable. So that's why we have to again write one comma, then name of that variable in which 20 is stored, again one comma, and then the next fixed part, that is another substring that we have to write in double quote. After this, we have to again write one comma and the next variable part, that is 30. 30 is nothing but the addition of a and b variables that we have performed in previous statement. So this addition is stored in the c variable. So write the name of that variable here, c. Now in this way we have done with our second program of Python, that is addition of two numbers. So once we done with our code, we can execute this. Click on this run option, and here you can see the output of our program, that is addition of a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20 is 30. So this is the second program which contains one arithmetic expression in Python.